Tyler, I'm on a new computer. Hopefully everything is working. Yeah, so this is my new background. Blue flames, right? They're pretty awesome. And I have them on my tattoo. And we're going to be playing more ESO tonight. I'm excited for that because it's going to be like super high quality. I mean, already on this screen, yeah, on this screen you can see the quality is already much better. The textures, the grass, the shadows. So yeah, let's... Am I in this window? Okay. Let's check this out. Okay, my taskbar is still showing for me. But did you see how close... Okay, there we go. You see how quick that was to load in here? And this is the area that I had the most trouble with. Like, because of the number of people here, my computer would be having so much trouble even turning the camera. But now, look at it. It's smooth. Like, it's really good. Really, really good. Consumables? Crafting writs? Battlemaster Riven? Where is he exactly? How do I get there? Oh!
Welcome! You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes?
I don't know. Tell me about the games.
Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about?
Oh, team deathmatch, domination. These sound like PvP.
Welcome! Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or...
I don't really want to win a battleground. Okay, let's see. Let's look back at our... Hey, what? Let's look back at this map. Return to the Archcannon's office. Look at the water. And this feels so smooth. Hey, another cat guy.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors.
Yeah, new PC. Please tell me how everything looks and sounds, because I don't know. Maybe my mic is too loud, or something like that. If anything is out of order, just tell me so I can try and fix it. But yeah, new computer. Everything is way faster and smoother, and it's amazing. It just took me in like the entire day to download ESO again, and I had to reset up my OBS for stream. It looks great. Awesome. Is that the emergency? The people want to see Lord Vivek?
In part. Lord Vivek is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover?
I investigated the 3 locations. Here's what I learned.
I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivek. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivek now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly.
You're going to just read the notes? I thought we could discuss what I learned.
Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to.
Barrelzar told me about Sothasil's experiments with divine energy. He gave me his notes.
Barrelzar faithfully served Sothasil. He's as loyal to the tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivek. But that tool he mentioned. Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archives for more information.
Vivek sent away all his priests?
Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here.
Weakened state? Really? I didn't think he was that weak. An Ashlander named Chodala has been inciting the tribes. The last PC you built was really loud and sounded like an airplane. 2 years later, you found out you could set it to silent mode in the BIOS and it went totally quiet? Oh my god, I didn't know that. Mine is pretty quiet because I have a solid state drive that I'm running this off of, and that's why it's a lot faster to load too. But yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. I'm just hoping, knock on wood, everything keeps going well. Because my husband put it together, and I just want it to work and nothing to go wrong. But so far, so good. He's been inciting the tribes.
So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin.
Chodala's newfound power might have something to do with Vivek's problem. Your fans were on full speed all the time for no reason. Oh, that sounds awful. It took you 2 years to figure that out too, man. I still need a few things to upgrade my streaming stuff. Like, I could use a new light, because this one I'm using is like a stand-up light with a branch light off of it, and it just makes a loud humming noise when it's on, and I need it on for you guys to be able to see me. So, yeah, 2 years of torture. Well, at least you figured it out. Chodala's newfound power might have something to do with Vivek's problem.
Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well.
Oh, really? Cultists took over the mine outside Balmora.
From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the two barrels I mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala.
Really?
Your evidence points to a clear conclusion.
Chodala is using the Sunara to steal Vivek's divine energy?
So it appears.
Hmm.
Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
Oh, it's nice to be appreciated. Ah, an orc. Look at this. This is so fast. I used to have to wait so long for anything to load. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I don't even want to play. I just want to look around at the world.
Lord Vivek is expecting me. Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today.
Yes, he is. Oh, wow. That's a good view. Even the doors, like, oh my god, this is so pretty. I'm appreciating everything now. A lot more.
My lord.
Hey, Mom.
Please, let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us.
It's going well, really well. This is my new computer, and it looks amazing. And runs so good.
The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Needs some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort?
I think that there's a cat hair on my nose that keeps tickling me, but also I think that an Ashlander named Chodala might be responsible for your condition.
An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
I'll take them. They're better, but they're heavy. I would have liked medium or... yeah, medium.
Lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something.
Bow increased to 15. Dude, I don't know how to level up my abilities, really. Like, I would like a Feral Guardian, but this Secluded Grove has saved me a couple times. Got a bear. It blooms after 6 seconds. I don't know what to use my skill points on. Still 4 points. Armor? Medium armor? I don't know anything about these stats. I'm a total noob. Use the cost of sneak. Health and stamina recovery. Damage done in stealth. Well, that's good for now.
After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivek.
Kitty, don't you bite my cords. So you know how to restore Lord Vivek's power?
Not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution. One that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though.
You want me to acquire the staff called Sunara?
Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before.
I'll go talk to Saren.
Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivek. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivek's continuing isolation. Didn't we cover this? Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivek suffers stoically as his divine energy drains away.
Yeah.
Neither my administrations nor his defenses have
Shauna.
been sufficient to plug the hole. So we've isolated him to keep panic to a minimum.
What does the tribunal think of the Ashlanders?
They try not to think about them at all. The Ashlanders are savages. They refuse to acknowledge the supremacy of Lord Vivek in the tribunal, instead putting their faith in the despicable Daedra. They're heretics, pure and simple.
Is that so? Do you really think this could lead to all-out war with the Ashlanders?
The Ashlanders hold to superstitions the way Kwama protect their eggs. If they really considered Chodala to be the Nerevarin, then any action you take against him will enrage the tribes. Talk to Saren and see if she can suggest an alternative course.
Okay. He healed me. So how is everyone tonight? I hope you're doing well. Look at it. Loading, and still takes a little bit. Shauna, please stop licking things. Like the bag of the trash can. My day was very long because I spent it installing this game and helping Eric first to put my hard drive from my old computer into my new one so I could transfer some files that I wanted to keep, and then tomorrow he's gonna reformat it. Shauna, can you stop it? Come out of there, please. But yeah, it was a busy day, but I'm glad that I seem to have gotten everything set up. I just don't know why it's taking extra long to load, and I'm worried that it's gonna crash. Shauna, please get out of there. Get out of there. Come on. Don't go back there, please. She doesn't listen. Maybe there's just a lot of content to load? Yeah, maybe. But it's never taken this long before. Come on, Shauna. Out. Out. Come say hi over here. Come say hi over here. Nope. Oh, are you coming back? Come on back. Come on back. Come here. Shauna. Shauna. Come here. Shauna. Oh, she laid down in front of Eric's computer. Please, please, computer, you can do it. Load for me. Unless it's a ESO issue and not a computer issue. Well, this game did take a very long time to download because it does have a ton of content. Like 80 gigabytes or something crazy. It really took all day. I wasn't able to play anything or do anything else. This is not what full throttle looks like. I felt like with my new computer that full throttle would be like a disservice to my new computer. All my new graphics card and all that. I wanted to play something a little more demanding. And now it's stuck. How are you, Keel the Juice? Nice to see ya. Even though I'm not playing the game you want. Oh my god. This is not good, guys. Kitty, come over here. No, no, no. Come over here. Come over. Come over. Come over. Oh, big baby. Who's a big baby? I want to love you. I want to love you. Let me love you. While this game is... I don't have a full throttle installed because this took me literally all day to install. So this is the only game I have on my computer? Like, seriously. This has to work. I'm really worried that it crashed. But it's still spinning over here. Do I need to Alt F4 and restart this? doesn't say that it's not responding. I'm worried that, like, the server went down or something. Well, what a great way to show off my new computer than with a loading screen. Is anyone doing anything for the holidays coming up while we wait for this? I'm gonna be seeing an ice skating thing. I don't know. It was not my idea. It was my stepmother-in-law's idea. So I've never been to. Well, maybe I have been to an ice skating thing before, but it's like it's gonna be interesting. Oh my god. The loading screen runs really smoothly. Yeah. You should have seen it. The game looked beautiful. I did have it crash earlier on me, and that's what I'm worried about. What if I exit and come back? I'll try restarting it. Yeah, you can skip those. Please, please load. Bethesda, that explains it. Yeah, they do have some bugs. But oh my god, if this is down, actually, can you do me a favor? Or not? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It loaded! And there's blue fire here. What do you want, kitty? Well, okay. I don't know why there was an issue, but starting the game over is what fixed it. So I'm not gonna ask questions.
House Talvani still keeps slaves?
I can't believe I'm playing this and streaming and it looks this good. Yep, I troubleshooted. I got it. Hey, K&A! New PC hype? Yes! Wait, I gotta do this. Yeah! Hype! I need a hype emote.
May I
Besides
be of
that.
service?
But that's what I have for now. Counselor Eris, we have some things to talk about. I forget what exactly, but you'll remind me.
And so the Outlander returns, as we discussed in the swamp. I expected you to return with Vaya, or present me with a time and place for us to meet. Tell me, Outlander, which is it to be?
There was a complication.
Complication? What kind of
Oh.
complication? I ordered my soldiers to stand down and let you do things your way. But instead of results, you bring me excuses.
Your son is dead. He was killed during the House Redoran raid on the Ashlander camp.
No, that's not possible. My son was banished, ordered to leave Vardenfell and never return. Why would he disobey me and go to those savages?
This game does have giant mushrooms, especially in Vardenfell and Morrowind. That they're known for having giant mushrooms everywhere. Vea was with me. She confirmed it was her brother Uran.
Vea was with you? And you left her out there? By the three, everything is unraveling no matter how hard I try to maintain control. I need you to do something else for me if you would, Outlander.
What else do you need me to do, Counselor?
Tell my daughter I'm sorry. Tell her she needs to stay away until I can calm things down. I don't want to see anything happen to her. Promise me. And take this. Consider it payment for your efforts thus far.
I like new bows.
If you'll excuse me, I need some time to consider everything you've told me. Once I determine the best way to proceed, I'll contact you. In the meantime, make sure Vea stays away from Balmora and House Redoran.
Did you order the attack on the Ashlander camp?
It was never meant to be an attack. I sent Captain Briven to clear land that already belonged to House Redoran. The Ashlanders were given an opportunity to depart. The situation didn't have to turn violent. Those damn savages should have just left.
It's not nice to call them savages. It was an Ashlander camp. How is that Redoran land?
House Redoran has been slowly expanding in that direction for years. We claimed that area almost a year ago, but we were forced to temporarily abandon it when a massive ash storm hit. Before we could return, the Ashlanders moved in.
Why not just let them use the land? They're nomads. They would have left eventually.
Redoran depends on that land for hunting and resources. The Ashlanders are like a plague of insects. They sweep into an area, take everything, and move on. We couldn't allow them to do that here. So I sent Captain Briven to convince them otherwise.
Sounds like I need to talk to Captain Briven. Where can I find him?
The captain serves House Redoran with honor and dedication. He's out doing his job. If Briven had anything to do with my son's death, he would have reported it to me. He'd have no reason to keep such news from me and the other counselors.
Uran left behind a speaking stone. His last message indicated that he planned to talk to Briven.
I'll speak to Briven when he returns. But understand, the captain operated under my orders. He's an exemplary soldier and an upstanding member of the House. Like me, everything he does is for the betterment of House Redoran.
If you think so, but I'm not so sure. Goodbye.
Is what you said about my son true? Ulran is dead? Ulran was good at getting himself into trouble, but I never thought it would come to this. Please, Outlander, don't let the same thing happen to my daughter.
Can you tell me anything about Uran's exile?
I don't attend council meetings, so I wasn't there when they debated the fate of my son. But my husband assured me the proceedings were fair. Ulran received the punishment he deserved. At least that's what he told me at the time.
Do you believe that?
I can't believe that my son did anything that required him to die. House honor be damned. I just want my children back home, safe and sound.
Your husband seems to have a different view of honor.
My husband and the house can go to oblivion. All I care about right now is my children. They killed my son because he did what he believed was right. Now my poor Vea is in danger. Eris can stand by the house, but he might have to do so alone.
Boy. Like, everything looks so crisp. It's like I have a new pair of glasses on or something. Is that... Ah, sure.
Outlander, over here! Now you told me what you found in the Ashlander mine. I can't imagine what Vea must be going through right now, but she shouldn't be alone. That's why I came looking for you.
Why me? Isn't Naryu with her?
Naryu has responsibilities to tend to. Morag Tong responsibilities. Understand? She left me to keep Vea company, but I'm not very good at spouting words of comfort and solace. Unless I can kill something. I'm very good at that.
So you want me to talk to Vea?
You do understand. And now you implied you're as dense as the ash storms coming off Red Mountain. Good to know even the Mother of Blades
I'm
can
not
be wrong.
dense.
Vea's upset, and not just about her brother. She wanted to go with Naryu.
Alright, I'll go talk to Vea.
One other thing. Naryu's job concerns House Redoran. That's why she didn't want Vea to accompany her on this one. Vea's grief-stricken, angry, and ready to lash out at anyone and anything, so keep your head low and try not to upset her.
Sounds like you had some experience getting on Vea's bad side.
I have experience getting on a lot of people's bad sides. Women, especially, find me exasperating. Irresistible, but exasperating. It's a gift.
Why does Vea want to go with Naryu?
Something about who Naryu's target is. Thinks the target may know something about what happened to her brother. Look, I'm not even sure how Vea found out who Naryu's target is, and I don't want to know. Just go and talk to her, please.
Any advice on how I should approach Vea?
Carefully, and with your hands empty and clearly visible. She's in the safe house beneath Balmora, or at least that's where I left her. But I didn't lock the door, so I suppose she
My
could be
nose
anywhere by
itches
now.
like crazy.
I suggest you hurry and get down there.
I feel like I have a... There was a hair on my nose, a cat hair. Dang it.
Get out of here, Ashura. I don't need a nursemaid, no matter what Naryu might think.
Oh, it's you. Sorry about that.
Did Ashur send you to check up on me? I swear, the next person that treats me like a child is going to find my dagger in their stomach. Gods, I'm not mad at you. I'm just annoyed at everybody right now.
Do you want me to leave?
No, I don't think so. It's just been difficult. Finding poor Ulran in the Ashlander camp. I need to be doing something. Sitting down here in the dark, hiding, that's not going to solve anything.
But Naryu told you to stay here.
I know, but Naryu's writ. It involves a Redoran counselor. Exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. The counselor knows who set up my brother. We need to talk to her before Naryu executes the writ. Do this for me, and I promise to stay here.
Alright, where can I find Naryu?
Well, Naryu wouldn't tell me any specifics, but she trained me well. It wasn't hard to sneak a glance at the writ before she took off. Her target's at Arenum Manor, out in the swamp. Not far from that smelly cave, actually.
I'll go there and see if I can delay Naryu's kill long enough to learn anything.
I appreciate you agreeing to see what you can learn at Arenum Manor. My father used to say it was used by counselors as a retreat, but Mother always told me it was where they conducted business that required a certain degree of privacy.
Have you given any thought to your brother's message?
That's all I've been doing, thinking. And I think Ulran was right. I think someone wanted him out of the way, and they orchestrated the event with the Ashlanders to do it. Someone played my brother for a fool, and it cost him his life.
What can you tell me about Captain Briven?
Briven's as stubborn as my father when it comes to following the rules and regulations of House Redoran. Ulran and Briven were best friends, even if they argued from time to time.
What did Briven and Ulran argue about?
Politics, foreign relations, the Ashlanders, you name an issue, and Ulran and Briven were probably on opposite sides of the argument. It got to the point where I had to ignore both of them or they'd drive me insane.
I told your father what happened to Ulran.
You did? How did he take it? I mean, he didn't know that my brother was dead.
He didn't know, and he seemed as upset as you are over the news.
Really? I suppose that makes sense. I think he loves us, in his own way. But what else did he say? Did he know that Ulran had been banished?
He told Ulran to go to the mainland. He didn't expect him to turn to the Ashlanders for shelter.
He didn't expect... My father doesn't know his children as well as he thinks. Either of them. That's why I had to get away. Join the Morag Tongue. At least Naryu understands me. Mostly.
Your father said you should avoid House Redoran until he can sort out what happened.
I can't agree to that. I need to figure out what happened to my brother, who was involved, and then I'm going to make them pay. Just you watch.
You're gonna get in trouble. Let's go to Arena Manor, and let's just run there, because we can admire the scenery. Not this way.
Here!
Look at this, it looks so good. Oh no. What is this?
Here!
Oh boy. Ow. Got a burr. No, okay. Targets under 25% health take 100% additional damage. Ooh. I just want to try some combat out. They dropped a lot of stuff. Swampy swamp. Swampy swamp. Left. A Kaguti. Oh no, I'm stuck. No.
I expected you hours ago, hero. It's not polite to keep an assassin waiting. I was wondering how long it was going to take Vea to convince you to follow me. But she thought I didn't notice when she glanced at my writ, didn't she? Where is my overly curious apprentice, by the way?
Vea still stayed in Balmora. She wants me to see what your target knows about Lauren's exile and murder.
I know Vea wants answers, but this is my job. There are rules, especially where the lords of the great houses are concerned. There might be a way to deal with this, though, provided you're willing to help.
What do you need me to do?
First, don't kill any veterans. That's a violation of my writ and could have serious consequences for both of us. Second, you sneak around and search for anything that pertains to Oron's exile, while I figure out how to deal with the counselor.
Alright, I'll see what I can turn up. I'll try not to kill anyone and I'll sneak
We need
all
to be
over the
invisible.
place.
These things work best when no one but the target knows we're there. If you get spotted, you're on your own. I even cough on anyone without a writ, and the Morog tongue will have my head.
Do you often receive writs that call for the death of high-ranking house officials?
It's unusual, but not unheard of. True, most writs taken out against the houses target low to mid-ranking officials. The Grand Master is cautious when it comes to accepting such a high-profile writ. Apparently, though, this target has been very bad.
What did the counselor do?
Councillor Dovera has been conspiring with House Drez to promote the slave trade and avoid scrutiny by Redrin and Pact officials. She played a dangerous but profitable game, and her coffers were overflowing. Until someone noticed.
What gave her away?
I'm not privy to the laborious investigations that took place. In cases like these, though, the target usually becomes complacent and lets her guard down. She made a mess. Now I get to clean it up, for the good of Dunmer society.
Why do you think Ulran was really exiled?
That's the question, isn't it? It nags at us the way the torchbug nags at the brave little scrib in those children's stories. Once we discover who Ulron's torchbug is, we'll have a clearer understanding of why they set him up, and why he had to die.
You think Ulran's death was all part of the plan?
I'm not saying that. Accidents happen. But they certainly made sure Ulron was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Both in Balmora and again in the Ashlander camp. In addition to whatever you can find here, we should also talk to Captain Briven.
You think Captain Briven's involved in all this?
Briven's name keeps coming up. At the very least, he was Ulron's best friend once. He might be able to shed some light on Ulron and what happened to cause his exile. And I really want to know what took place after Ulron left us that message.
Did you need to leave Vea behind?
Vea's my apprentice, and I'll decide when she's ready to take on a mission. She's been through a lot, and her actions reflect on me and my status in the Morog tongue. She may not appreciate it right now, but I'm trying to keep the both of us on track.
So you're accountable for Vea's actions?
That's how it works. Her actions are my actions. Vea goes out and executes 3 writs. I share the credit and get praised for training my apprentice. On the other hand, if she kills someone without a writ, the Morag Tong takes both our heads.
Morag Tong rules are that stringent?
There have to be. My order came this close to being eliminated. It's only recently that we've started to make a comeback, and only in Dunmer territory. If we can't control the actions of our members, we'll be hunted down and destroyed for sure.
Avoid killing Redoran soldiers. Bear.
The front door is guarded like a bank vault. Maybe there's another way in through one of the buildings by the docks.
Buildings by the docks. I think I went the wrong way. What's that? A Nixad? Insect parts. And this is the worst. I don't really... Oh god, the bear. The stupid bear! Damn it, Bear. There's only one entrance. I don't know what she's talking about. How in the fuck? No. Congrats on the new computer. Thanks for the 100 bits, Mom. And,
See what you can find pertaining to Ura. I've got a dagger and a writ with Councillor Dolvar's name on them.
I interrupted her. Whoops. House Kin, please be advised that the following groups and organizations may be operating against the best interests of House Veteran. As such, be vigilant and cautious in your dealings with these groups, and uphold all House rules and strictures accordingly. Ashlander Tribes. The savages continue to gather near Aldrin and the nearby environs. Obviously, the presence of the savages hampers House efforts to expand into the region, and the Ashlanders are worse than Fetcherflies in any event. High Council will debate options and formulate plans at their next meeting. In the meantime, avoid Ashlander contact as much as possible. Morag Tong. While House Veteran accepts the will of the Tribunal and allows that the Morag Tong have the authority to operate within Dunmore territory, we also consider them to be murderers and criminals in the eyes of House law. We view this doubly so as other houses have begun to use the Morag Tong against us to undermine Veteran interests and elevate their own standing. As a general practice, House Veteran will not employ the services of the Morag Tong, nor will it allow the Morag Tong to indiscriminately execute our members. House Halalu. While we technically consider House Halalu to be a friend and ally, Halalu practices that undermine Veteran trade routes and business ventures have grown increasingly frequent in recent weeks. Halalu activity in and around Balmora has become particularly alarming, as they appear to want to take control of the city for themselves. Report any overt or suspicious Halalu activity to your House Counselor immediately.
So House Veteran issued an advisory against the Morag Tong? Fat lot of good that's going to do the Councillor.
Strakes and Futtocks. Woodworking. Oh God!
Spread out!
I'm in trouble. And I I wasn't supposed to kill any of these.
You can't just go around.
I have failed.
Reputation's on the line here.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I got spotted. Oh man, I have a big bounty. I don't know how I was supposed to get past that guy. Members of the Redoran Council. The next meeting shall take place at the Redoran Consulate just outside of Balmora. Agenda items include current events in your territory, financial updates, house relations, presentation of pending issues, and propositions for adding items to future agendas. Please bring all pertinent logs and records for presentation and review.
If we don't find anything, maybe we can ask for an invitation to the upcoming council meeting. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer our questions.
Having a bear sort of ruins my stealthing. Oh, damn it. I'm terrible at sneak. I'm a damn criminal. Empty.
We should throw dice for gold. Interested?
Counselor Dolvara. The unfortunate events surrounding the demotion and subsequent banishment of Olran Relith have left the High Council extremely disappointed. This isn't what we expected from the promising son of an old and respected family. Your report detailing Olran's trial, while informative, did nothing to alleviate our concerns. In light of what occurred, the High Council requests a favor from you. First, since you often operate in the Balmora region, we'd like you to monitor Counselor Eris's actions for the relative future. We have every faith in Counselor Eris, but Olran is his son, after all. Add to that the disturbing news about his daughter and the Morag Tong, and you can see why we have concerns. Second, since the promotion of Brivin Malram to the rank of captain and commander of Redoran's western forces, we have received troubling reports of the unauthorized escalation of the use of mercenary companies, specifically Fahara's war clause. Contract soldiers are expected to abide by all house laws and regulations, but Fahara's mercenaries tend to deviate from standard practices on a frequent basis. We especially dislike hearing reports of excessive violence with regards to the treatment of Ashlanders. Harsh treatment, as you know, must always be authorized. Use your connection and personal relationship with the Relith family to urge Counselor Eris to get his affairs in order. We appreciate if the disquiet in Balmora settled down before the upcoming council meeting.
Damn the luck. I was hoping for a quick stab and go, but it seems the Councillor might actually know something about Auron. So Councillor Dolvra does know something about Vea's brother. Damn it all. Now I suppose you want to actually talk to her before I execute the walking pile of pond scum.
Don't we need to find out what she knows about Auron?
Of course we do. I specifically waited for you to arrive because I figured that would be the case. Still doesn't mean I'm happy about blurring the line between helping Vea and performing my duty as a Morag Tong.
What do you think about the other information we found?
We discovered that the next meeting of the High Council will take place at the consulate outside Balmra. The war clause and the Ashlander abuse aren't completely sanctioned by the House, and Dolvera was present when Ulran was exiled. Not a bad haul.
And that all means...
That means we have to get Dolvera to spill her guts before I spill her guts. Just keep your wits about you, hero. Dolvera wields her feminine charms the way I wield my daggers. Don't let her seduce you into doing something stupid before I end her.
Okay. Cosmetics?
You do not want to get on my bad side.
Wait, what? I totally... Oh, no. I didn't have to leave yet. Shit. I'm just gonna kill all these people then. Fine. Whatever. I have to sneak in again. Oh.
Getting old is no picnic, but the alternative is a lot worse.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I thought it was wanting me to leave, and then... Need to get back in.
He goes to the city just for the profits. Says it's the only love.
Aha.
Be quick with your questions, hero. When I slip in, so do my daggers.
Ah, you must be here about those pesky patrol schedules. After all that clandestine correspondence, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. Now, come closer so we can celebrate our partnership in a proper fashion.
I'm reading your letter first. My dearest Dolvara, your efforts on behalf of House Halalu in regards to our interest in Balmora excite me to no end. Best to keep the houses on equal footing, and what better way to accomplish that than by mutual trust and cooperation between two influential insiders. The information you passed along was exceedingly helpful. Take this beautiful collection of jewels as a thank you. Hopefully they'll keep you enthralled until my next visit. Speaking of visits, our mutual associates in House Dress have agreed to finally meet with you face to face. I'm sure the same charms you used to captivate me will have a similar effect on the dress agent. Once you get to know each other a little better, I have no doubt that you'll be able to improve the slave trade 100-fold. Why let the tribunal and a few packed rules get in the way of profit and our cherished way of life? Oh, Evlila. Counselor Jorvara, thanks to your impressive recommendation, I've been given command of our forces in the Balmora region and promoted to the rank of captain. Remind me that I owe you the next time I can get away from my duties for an hour or two. I've taken the liberty of reassigning most of the soldiers previously under Olran's command in order to provide them with a chance to start fresh under the new regime. Only Vitalo Telem's squad remains intact. They were with Olran on the day of the incident, and I want to personally debrief them before I make any sweeping changes. In the meantime, I've sent them to scout the old fort west of Balmora to keep them busy. Also, I wanted to thank you for reconnecting me with Fahara and her mercenary unit. I worked with them in the past, but they've been a godsend for bolstering our presence in contested territory. Here's the rest of the unit assignments in case you're interested. The rest of the letter contains a list of various soldiers and unit assignments.
Well, look at you. I'm impressed. The last person House Drez sent over was so much more scruffy. I have a meeting with House Halalu shortly, but I think I can spare a few more moments for you to seal our partnership, you understand?
I'm not here about that. I want to know about Ulran Relith.
Oh, you do you? And why in Oblivion would I tell you anything about that?
Because I need to know the circumstances surrounding his trial in exile.
You're obviously not my afternoon appointment. You'd best take your leave before I have my soldiers throw you into the swamp.
I'm not leaving until you tell me why Ulran had to die.
Ulron's dead? That's news to me. All I know is that Ulron was tested and found wanting. He decided that the life of an Ashlander was more important than that of a Redoran soldier. We stripped him of his rank and banished him from Vardenfell.
Tested? Why was Ulran tested?
Everyone knew Ulron cared more about those savages than he did for members of his own house. But what does it matter who tested his loyalty? He failed and paid the price for his poor choices. Now, tell me what this is about before I get really angry.
I don't think your anger is going to matter in a moment.
That's what you're wearing? All right, but it's your funeral.
How dare you! I'm a lord of House Redoran, the Morag Tong.
The Morag Tong issued the writ with your name on it. You do remember that House Redoran frowns upon slavery these days, yes?
Oh!
Take another look around, hero, and see if you can find anything else related to Ulran.
Exotic oils?
Alikir massage oils? Fancy. But that has nothing to do with Ulran. More proof that Dolvra was in bed with both House Halalu and House Drez. That's Captain Briven's seal. I suppose our evil counselor courted favor wherever she could find it. The good Captain Briven appears to be more involved in Ulron's fate than I had imagined. He never struck me as the type to use murder and deceit to get ahead, but that's the problem with greed. It causes decent people to make stupid choices.
It sounds like the captain is spreading Ulran's soldiers to the four winds to make a fresh start.
Or he's trying to hide something. The letter mentioned an intact squad sent to scout the old fort. You need to get out there and see what those soldiers know before Briven gives them new orders and they disappear.
Should I let Vea know that what we discovered first?
If you can slip into town, sure. Vea should be told. But you didn't take my advice. You killed veteran soldiers. That's your trouble to deal with. I need to present my completed writ, so I'll catch up with you and Vea later.
I'll go talk to Vea. I have a very high bounty. Well, not really. It's 193. Ooh. Bear. Come on, bear. I don't know how I'm hiding in the middle of the day and not even in a shadow. Run! That performance though, right? Oh my god, yes. You should have seen my game, or my stream yesterday. If I was in a main city, like, I just trying to turn around, I was getting lag and stutteringness, and now look at this. Look at it. And hey, how are you, Duty Booty 3000? Beautiful water. Yeah, I know. I'm just so impressed. My computer was 5 years old before upgrading it. It was definitely time. No, I do not want a troll. River troll. And I'm just glad that I was able to stream this tonight, because I wasn't sure I would be able to with how long it took to download. I need to get in here. Best looking MMO? Yeah, it is really good. Like, the environments, and I like the music also. It's just like, it's an MMO Skyrim, basically.
Back again? Took your sweet time. You didn't learn anything, did you? Not that it matters. Oran's dead and nothing can change that.
We know where to find the soldiers who were with Ulron the day of the incident.
What good is that going to do? They won't speak to us. House before family and all that. Believe me, I'm more than familiar with Redarin honor. Still, I suppose I know a few ways to get people to talk.
I don't think you should leave the safe house until Naryu gets back.
More rules. I thought we were beyond those kinds of limitations. Look, I need to figure out who's responsible for Oren's death. House councillors, Redoran soldiers, Ashlanders, whoever it is, they need to pay.
We also discovered that Captain Briven might have had a role in Oren's troubles.
Briven was Oren's best friend. Would he really betray my brother? Regardless, I want you to have this. You could have handed me to my father, and you didn't. Other than Naryu and Asher, you might be the only friend I have left.
I'll take it.
So which soldiers are we talking about? I know most of the people my brother used to work with. Eyewitnesses are better than notes in the house registry, provided I can actually get them to talk to me.
The Tolatelum squad. They're scouting the old fort, but I really think we should wait for Naryu.
There's no time to waste. That fort's near the cave where I was hiding. Last time I was there, the fort was crawling with cultists. We need to find them before Vatala and his soldiers wind up sacrificed to some Daedric prince.
A few more moments.
We'll get Vatala and his soldiers killed. I know the process. Turning in a writ can take hours, maybe even an entire day. I'll leave Naryu a note. She can meet us at the fort. I'm going. Either come with me or get out of my way.
It's not a good idea. Alright, I'll help you find the Redoran soldiers.
Let me gather my gear and write a note for Naryu. I'll meet you near the Hlormoran stronghold. The more I think about it, the more convinced I am that we'll learn who's responsible for Oren's death soon. Then blood will flow.
Blood will flow? Don't you need a writ to kill someone?
As far as I'm concerned, rules got my brother killed.
God.
They don't apply to me anymore. Besides, to find the soldiers, we're probably going to have to carve a path through those cultists. The Morag tongue won't care about that.
I thought Naryu was responsible for your actions.
That's what the handbook says. Look, I know what Naryu's done for me. To keep me safe, I appreciate that. But this is about what they did to my brother. Nothing else matters. Not Naryu, not you, and certainly not me.
Don't force me to choose between you and Naryu.
No, never. You and Naryu aren't my enemies. I just need to get justice for Ulran. Otherwise his death will be the first of many. We have to be able to resist laws that make no sense or get people hurt, without being afraid of getting exiled.
Do you know Vatolatelum?
I know Vatala. He's a typical Redoran soldier, loyal to a fault, always spouting nonsense about house and honor above all. He was devoted to my brother, though. Ulran considered him to be one of his best.
Why didn't he stand up for Ulran at his trial?
Ulran had a habit of putting the needs of others ahead of his own. He probably told Vatala and his soldiers to remain quiet. Decided to take responsibility and save them any heartache. I hope these soldiers remember that when we find them.
Okay. Oh yeah. So medium, 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 light, light, heavy, still. I have a lot of stuff. That I stole. I'm gonna try to go to the thief guild or whatever to make some money and not have to pay this bounty. But I may fail, and maybe... gonna try and sneak over there. I don't know where the guards are. I'd rather not get caught though. Yeah, I made it. Outlaw refuge. Now I gotta go to a fence. One exit will always lead to an area where guards do not patrol.
What have you brought me today? Hopefully something of value.
Here, clear my bounty.
I buy a very specific...
You can only sell a limited number of stolen items to a fence each day, which you'll receive a portion of the item's full value. Or launder. Okay, here we go. 2,000 gold now. It's not a lot. Okay, so we can now leave and not get in trouble. Oh, my bear. Where am I? $224. Oh man. I'm going to the shrine then. Is it snowing? Oh no, this is ash. Oh. So quick.
I'm here. The damn cultists are here. You know who isn't here? Battler and his squad. They're probably hiding. Or dead. They better not be dead.
Have you seen Naryu yet?
Naryu's probably busy clearing her writ, and we don't have time to wait. This opportunity to learn more about what happened to Olran won't last much longer. We need to find that squad of soldiers.
We should really wait for Naryu before we do anything rash.
Fine. You wait for Naryu. I'm going to go and find those soldiers.
Alright, we'll handle this your way. Any idea where we should look for the soldiers?
Their orders were to scout the old stronghold. I suggest we search along the outskirts and see if we can pick up their trail.
Okie dokie.
A bedroll, still wrapped and ready to use. Standard issue for a Redoran soldier. Yeah.
What attacked me?
A Redoran officer's sword. No Redoran soldier would leave that behind willingly.
No, see? I have 5 points. Uh-oh. Back already? Gotta get up there. Ooh, stronghold key. Corporal Darville.
Corporal Darvel. I knew him. But the others, they're civilians. They must have taken Tellem's soldiers inside. Let's find the soldiers and get out of here before these stupid cultists realize what's happening.
We won't let you take us without a fight. Wait, Bea, is that you?
Thank the three! You're all still alive!
I'm not sure what you and Vea are doing here, but let us out. Then we can return Vea to her father. Councillor Eris has been terribly worried since she disappeared.
First, we want to know what happened to Ulran.
This isn't the time or the place to have that discussion. Get the key to this cage and then we can find a private place to talk.
Any idea where I can find the key to your cage?
One of the cultists carries the key. I don't think he's too far away. We hear him patrolling around every so often. Free us, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know. You have my word as a Redoran and as an officer.
You find the key. Me and Vatala. We're going to have a little chat while we're waiting.
Vea, I'm just trying to protect you.
From what? The truth? Oh, please. I want to know who did this to my brother.
She is not playing around. Those weren't gloves.
Another sacrifice for the Prince of Bargains. Light armor, stamina. We did it. How's the new computer? Oh my god, it is so good. If you remember how I played yesterday, it's a million times better. It looks better, it runs smoother. Just everything I could have asked for. How are you doing? Dead end.
He was eating an apple or something. It took all day to download ESO and set up OBS all over again. I haven't, to be honest, ESO is the only game I downloaded, so if this didn't work, I was sort of screwed. And it took my husband maybe 6 hours the first day to set it up. Then he added Windows 10. That took a while. I don't know, overall like 10 hours or something maybe? Maybe not that much. But definitely took a long time. And I'm happy that it's working. Hello?
I knew I shouldn't have told Vaya the truth. I just made everything worse. Please let us out of here. We have to stop Vaya before she does something she'll regret.
I can hear my cat playing with a toy. Jesus is right, yeah, I had to be very patient. And, well, especially my husband. He's the real hero here. Because he's sleeping. He's an early sleeper, and I'm a night owl. So I stay up late at night, and he gets up super early because he works on the weekdays. So he's just used to getting up at like 6, or actually like 4:30 sometimes in the morning. And I'm just not a morning person. So yeah, he's in bed right now. Where's Vaya? Tell me what happened. What did she do?
I told her what she wanted to hear. I was with Captain Ulran the day everything happened. I was commanded to lure the Ashlanders to town and set up a situation for Ulran to deal with.
What kind of situation? Oh, the other reason is he's kind of burnt out on MMOs more than I am. So to try and convince him to get back into an MMO when he really doesn't feel like it is sort of impossible. So I don't try. I just enjoy soloing or playing with, I might play with another streamer I know. Maybe. What kind of situation?
My orders were to invite the Ashlanders to Balmora to trade, send some local toughs to instigate a commotion, and then get Ulran to investigate. It was just supposed to be a loyalty test. Who expected Ulran to kill his own soldier to save a savage?
You said you were following orders? Who gave these orders? He really is a hero.
Captain Briven, though he was still a lieutenant at the time. As soon as I explained all this to Vaya, her face turned dark and she stormed out of here. I think she's going to Balmora to kill him. You need to let me out so I can warn the captain.
Here's the key, but I want you to stay out of this. I'll deal with Vaya.
Thank you. Now, get to Balmora and stop Vaya before she does something she'll regret.
I could have left him in the cage, but I feel like that's too cruel. Because these people are probably gonna kill him. Look at the shadow of the guy sitting there. So good. Can't mount while crouching. Find Vaya in Balmora. Oh boy, this is gonna be a big event. Sprint! Sprint like the wind! Through the swamps we go. I'm surprised it wasn't deep enough to make me dismount.
Get your ass over here, hero. We've got a situation and it's not good.
Oh, really? What? Okay, fine.
I leave you and Fea alone for a couple of hours, and everything goes to oblivion in an ore cart. Why did Fea leave the safe house? And why is House Redren tearing the city apart to find her?
Vea couldn't wait, so he went to find the soldiers who were scouting the old fort.
You did what? I suppose you thought that was a good idea.
No.
Well, the damage is done. At least tell me you found something to make this debacle a little more palatable.
We learned that Brivin gave the order that led to Olren's banishment.
That explains why Vea broke into the kin house. I'm not sure what happened in there, but she certainly stirred up the Redren soldiers. Vea might still be inside. Or she might have given them the slip. She could be anywhere by now.
I can get inside and try and talk to her.
If Vea kills Brivin without a writ, the Morag Tong and House Redren will both want her head on a silver platter. You check the kin house. I'll grab Ashur and see if we can pick up Vea's trail in the streets. Don't let me down, hero.
Investigate the kin house after I killed all their people. Whoops.
Scour the streets, search the buildings. Vea Releth does not leave this city.
What happened here? Oh man, there's dead bodies everywhere. She's in trouble. Mimi, stop it. Captain Brivin's apartment. Uh-oh. Pierced note. You took what I love, now I'll do the same. Uh-oh. Mimi! Hey!
What's the meaning of this? Where are the soldiers?
Oh no.
If you're looking for my husband, I'll tell you the same thing that I told that brazen young woman. The council is meeting outside Balmra.
Mimi!
And Brivin is protecting the councillors. Now, if you don't mind, I've had more than enough excitement for one day.
The cat is trying to get into the closet again. The brazen young woman? What did she say?
I could barely make sense of the nonsense she was spouting. It was Vea, Councillor Eris's daughter. Everything she said was a ramble. Something about my husband betraying her brother, that my Brivin had to suffer just as she was suffering.
She didn't harm you, did she?
She had a knife, but no, she didn't harm me. She said her brother wouldn't hurt an innocent, that I wasn't responsible for his death. Do you have any idea what she was talking about? Because I certainly don't.
Where's the council meeting you mentioned?
You shouldn't get involved. That young woman will hasten her own death if she thinks she can get past my husband and his soldiers. But if you insist, the meeting is taking place at the garrison north of Balmra.
You might want to seek shelter somewhere else. Vea left a trail of dead soldiers downstairs.
Dead soldiers? They were just protecting the kin house. I'll go stay with my sister in Vivek. Brivin is the finest soldier I know. He'll set Vea straight. I'm sure of it. I hope Vea realizes that Brivin is loyal to House Redren above all else. If he did do something to upset her, it was probably for a perfectly good reason, and he was certainly operating under House orders.
Why do I have a bear following me? Because it's my ultimate ability. Guardian's Wrath. And while he's up, I can make him do a giant maul attack for magic damage. I don't know, I wanted to have a tanky pet, maybe. To make it easier to solo. Bond with nature. When one of your animal companions is killed or unsummoned, you're restored health. I hate when I get a throat tickle. Happens to me all the time. I think I have allergies. Okay, so let's get out of here. Sorry. I'm dying. No, I'm not. That's just something my husband and I say as a joke sometimes when we're like just having a minor coughing fit or something.
This is just awful.
I'm allergic to cats. I hope not. I better not be. If I am, then I'll deal with it, because I love them too much.
Please tell me you found Vea. I can already feel the cold steel of the executioner's blade on the back of my neck.
Vea is going to the Veteran Council meeting to confront Captain Briven.
Is Vea trying to get herself killed? You can't just barge into a Veteran garrison and ask the soldiers to stand aside while you murder their captain? We have to get to her before she gets to Briven.
Vea also left a trail of dead veteran soldiers in the kin house.
She murdered soldiers without a writ. This is a dark path she's decided to follow. And unless we play this just right, it's not going to end well for any of us. Let's find Vea and put a stop to this. We can deal with any consequences after that.
I'll meet you at the garrison outside the city. Where is that, then? Now I have the sniffles. There was a story about a woman who always had cats but coincidentally always had allergies, and she never made the connection. Well, I get sniffles and a tickle in my throat, and that's about it. So I don't know if that counts. If I am allergic to cats, that would be really sad. That would be like being allergic to peanut butter. Like, there's no way I could stop having peanut butter. And that's a common allergy too, peanut allergy. You never know when one day you might have an allergy you didn't have before. Look at this. I can always get allergy shots. Well, I would have to see if I am allergic to something in the first place. Which means I would have to take a test where they poke me with hundreds of different things to see what irritates me the most, I guess.
I don't like the looks of this. Brivin is using war claws to patrol the garrison instead of veteran soldiers. Either House forces are stretched thinner than I thought, or Brivin wants to justify the use of mercenaries to the council.
I need to wipe my nose. Don't look. Mimi, hello. Hello, Mimi. Hello. No, no, please don't. Please don't do that. No, no, no. No, no. No, please don't climb on me. What are you doing? You're a silly kitten. You're the silliest of kittens. No one can see you at me because you're hiding from the camera. And you're blocking my screen. What do the war claws have to do with anything?
Maybe nothing, maybe everything. We know Law refused to employ mercenaries. He hated counting on thugs to do the right thing. I expect the Veteran Council feels the same. Maybe Brivin's trying to show them what the war claws can do.
We might have to fight our way through the mercenaries.
The war claws may be a blessing in disguise. I can explain killing these bastards a lot easier than trying to wipe Redwin blood off my hands. Let's go stop Veya. I'm ready when you are, hero.
Little Mimi. My little list of Mimis. She's going on my lap. You can stay on my lap. You can stay. Hello, little memers. Hello, little memers. I got your tummy. I've got your little tummy tum. Okay, back to what we were doing. How do we get into the garrison?
There's no stealthy way to approach this. The front door's our only option. Then we track down Brivin, find Veya, bonk her on the head, and get her out of here before she does something I can't fix. Easy as gore apple pie.
Gore apple pie? Yes, look at my little baby. Look at my little baby. One day you'll be a star. I'm gonna have to fight a lot of dudes. Bear? Come on, Bear. Oh, she's gonna do it. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna jump all the way back over there? She's gonna do it. She's doing it. She made it. She's an acrobat. Oh god. What a jump. I know, right? She's crazy. That's several feet. Well, 2, 3, 3, 4 feet? Maybe? Hmm.
Glad to see we all made it. Now let's find Brivin before Vea skewers him.
High Counselor Marioth. I want to once again appeal to you and the Veteran Council concerning the status and disposition of the mercenary band known as Ferhara's War Claws. I urge you to grant me the funds and authority to employ these professional warriors to permanently bolster our forces in and around Balmora. I know that you and Counselor Eris believe that veteran soldiers are capable of protecting house interests, and I agree, but with the continuing need for soldiers and the Ebonheart Pact, I find my resources dangerously limited when it comes to dealing with Daedric cultists, Ashlanders, and other threats to veteran prosperity. Allow me to remind you of Ferhara and her impressive qualifications. Petty Glyph of Frost.
Like many veteran structures, this place is huge and designed to serve a multitude of purposes. We're going to need to split up to cover it all. We must find Brivin and keep him alive until I can talk some sense into my damn apprentice.
What's Captain Brivin going to think about all this?
He's going to be as mad as a bull netch and twice as ugly, provided we can actually convince him we're here to save his sorry hide and that we're not part of a plot to kill him and the counselors. Just another day at the fair, right, hero?
Let's do this. So Epic, did you play any more ESO after watching me? Did you get back into it at all? Or not yet? Oh. I'm killing my people, my kitty people. You played a couple hours today? Awesome. What did you think? Is it more fun now? Sometimes it just takes a while to get into. I'm finding this more fun than I did initially. You're still not quite into it, so you're watching my stream to gain motivation. That's perfectly fine. You are quite welcome. That's why Twitch is great. It's like if you're not sure you want to play something, you just look that game up and then there's probably someone streaming it somewhere. You know, There are games that I would rather watch someone play than play it myself, like horror games, like scary games. I cannot play scary games. Like Outlast or Amnesia or something. There's no way I could play that, but I can watch it and scream along with the person playing it. Oh, just that you don't find them appealing? Yeah, that too. Like I watch people play games that I would never play, but they're interesting because someone else is playing them. Or it makes it more interesting. But like strategy games, I don't play a lot of those, but I'll watch them played. Oh, Assassin's Creed? Yeah, like I enjoyed watching those played too. I watched the first couple played by my husband. It's like what we used to do is we would get single player games and always play them on the TV with me watching, sometimes taking turns. What's that? Oh.
Nothing yet, eh? I hear voices behind this door, but it's locked tight. Keep looking, hero.
The door's locked.
I haven't so much as heard or seen even a whisper of Brivin yet. Just lots of snarling war claws. If we can't get through this door, there's only one other way to go.
Where's that?
It's always important to figure out where a target keeps its
Cellar,
wine. In this case, down in the cellars. There's a staircase back where we first came in. And if we still don't find Brivin or Vea, well, at least there'll be plenty to drink.
I'll head downstairs and keep searching.
And I'll figure out how to get this door open, just in case. You know, attending a House Veteran Council meeting is always a secret goal of mine. Right after getting a lusty Argonian maiden to scrape my flesh raw with her abrasive tongue.
Ooh. That can be your fetish, but not mine. Lusty Argonian maiden, yeah. Yeah, that's a book in Skyrim. It's a book in this game as well, I think. Or there's more volumes to it, I believe. So that's why I try to read, you know, from bookshelves here and there, but Oblivion I played a little bit, but I didn't get very far. Like I got past maybe the first minor quest line and then I stopped. Skyrim I also didn't finish all the way because of all the side quests. I got like so distracted and overwhelmed. Cannot open that lock. Oblivion is an amazing game. I don't know, I have a hard time going back to older games. You know, like some older games I don't mind going back to. Oh my gosh! Thanks for the host, Husky. Husky? I hope I said that right. Welcome to my channel. Maple ice stuff. Wow. Don't shoot me with light. Coffer. Lockpick. I haven't found very many chests. But like, I would go back to Skyrim probably, but Oblivion might be too old for me to... Hey, thanks for the follow, Husky. I appreciate it. Helps my channel grow. How many followers am I at now? Is it 90 yet? I'm getting close at least. I don't know if I should do something special for 100 followers. If you guys have ideas, let me know.
Captain Brivin is on his way. Soon we'll have a permanent job in House Redderin, yes?
Ooh, that's a lot of guys. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. $88? That's pretty close. Just 2 more for 90. 12 for 100. It's not bad. Take that. Lemon lemon flower sake?
Kill the intruders. They have interfered for the last time.
Thanks for the 100 bits, Mom. Oh god. Oh, this is Ferrara. Ferrara. I'm growing little plants that heal. Get her. Yeah, level 13.
What are you doing here? Explain yourself.
Oops. Gain a skill point. I killed your mercenaries.
What in the name of the three are you up to? I thought you worked for Councillor Eris. You better have a damn good reason for killing the mercenary leader. I ought to sound the alarm and let her warriors deal with the likes of you.
I came to warn you. Vea knows what you did. She wants to kill you.
Vea? She's barely out from under her mother's apron and she presumes to judge my actions? No matter. Whatever your motives,
Nothing justifies the blatant killing of Ferhara and her mercenaries. Counselor Eris can't protect you this time, Outlander.
What about your motives? Olran's exile and death are on your head.
Ah, now everything becomes clear. Vea learned something of her brother's fate and wants to retaliate. Then let her come. But know this, I merely set the events in motion. I didn't conceive the plan.
Then who did? Tell me who's responsible for what happened to Olran.
You're looking for the responsible party. Then look no further than Counselor Eris. He wanted to prove his son's loyalty to the House, to show that Oren's fascination with the savage Ashlanders hadn't corrupted him. Well, look how that turned out.
This whole thing started as a test of Oren's loyalty?
A test Ulrun failed. Eris was devastated when his son sided with the savages, and his daughter ran away. He decided to resign his position. He'll make the announcement today.
Oh, God.
Eris hopes to restore his family, but I think it's a lost cause.
Vea's there. Especially if Vea finds out that her father set all this in motion. Ooh.
That's for Oren. Choke on your own blood, you bastard. My father, the entire council, they're all guilty. They all have to die. I have to do this, so stay out of my way.
Jesus.
Vea actually did it. She killed Briven in cold blood.
What did her father try to do? Let's see. He tried to test his own son's loyalty because his son, was being kind to Ashlanders, who his family thinks are savages. So he tried to get him to show that he was loyal to his house and not to the savages, but he ended up killing a soldier of his house to save a savage's life. And I'm using savage because that's the word that they use to call them. Yeah, this is from yesterday. This is continued. Yeah, he killed one of his own soldiers. That's right. And so they exiled him, and then he got killed by the mercenaries that this guy hired. So he's now dead, and Vea is going after her father. Which I'm sure the father didn't intend to get his son killed with that test. He was expecting his son to pass the test, not fail it.
Vea killed Briven without a writ. It was pure, focused rage. I never expected her to go through with it. If Vea doesn't get herself killed up there, the Morag Tong will hunt her down and execute her, like a rabid gua. Her and me both.
We can still save Eris and the rest of the counselors.
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do. Vea can't be allowed to kill the counselors. We have to stop her. It's more than me and Vea's lives on the line. Something like this could destroy the Morag Tong.
What do you mean, destroy the Morag Tong?
The Morag Tong only recently began to find acceptance again. Vea's actions don't just reflect badly on me. They could be used to force us back into the shadows, maybe even disband us all together. We're both going to have to answer for this.
What do you want me to do?
We have to get ahead of her. Cut her off. There's a door on the main floor, near the kitchens, that should allow us to come at the council meeting from another direction. I was able to get it open when I was scouting around up there. Let's go.
Near the kitchens. Okay.
Nothing's more important than reaching the council meeting. If the mercenaries get in our way, cut them down.
Will do. Yeah, she's a cool character. And you get to quest with her, I think, the whole expansion. I don't need pumpkins.
We're safe in here. There's no need to panic.
No need to panic? She's cut down every mercenary in her way. Her father won't be able to stop her.
Veya's getting close. We're running out of time.
How do I get down there? This way?
No more time to talk.
I'm not trying to talk to you, I was trying to loot.
Let me try to open this door.
There's Veya.
Daughter.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Come on, stubborn, stupid luck.
Father, why? Does the house really matter more than your own son?
I needed to protect Ulron, to prove his loyalty. If I could do it all over again.
But you can't. None of us can. That's why I
Veya,
have to do this.
No! Oh my god. Oh no.
I'm not your apprentice anymore. The house has grown corrupt, evil. That's why all the counselors have to die.
Oh god. We couldn't stop her. She really shanked the shit out of him.
No more rules, no more secrets. House Rhetoric falls today.
Enough, Veya. This isn't the way.
Oh no, I died. I'll try this again.
No more rules.
Oop! I was looking at the wrong room.
House Rhetoric falls today.
Enough, Veya. This isn't the way.
Oh, I have a healing potion. That's true. Is she dead?
So much bloodshed. So much needless death. If only Eris would have listened. Outlander, we should speak. I think we can help one another.
High Counselor Marieth? Damn, I didn't think we'd have to kill her. Yeah, it sucks that she had to die, but she was going down a dark path.
The Morag Tong agent. She cares deeply for Veya, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It takes great courage to go against your heart and do what you know is best. You both did that by protecting the Council. For that, you have my thanks.
Her mom is still alive, and I feel sorry for her. What did you mean when you said we could help each other?
A series of regrettable decisions led to this family tragedy, and most of them were made by Eris Relith. I knew of Ulron's compassion concerning the Ashlanders. It was unorthodox, but not worthy of the punishment meted out. Eris was wrong.
I thought the entire council was involved.
Eris convinced Briven to test Ulron. Then the two of them decided to slaughter the Ashlanders. Oh, the council allowed itself to be convinced that exile was an appropriate punishment, but we were wrong to let it go as far as it did.
House Redoran doesn't want the Ashlander territory?
I didn't say that, but we're not butchers. We do not hire mercenary thugs to wipe out an entire people. This gathering was to deal with that. Eris planned to step down, and we were going to demote Briven for the part he played.
Well, everyone's dead now.
House Redoran behaved poorly. Morag Tong rules were violated. I suggest we make sure these details never see the light of day. Leave the bodies where they are. We will say that Veya died protecting her father and the council from the war claws.
And what do we have to do in exchange?
Cooperate with House Redoran and hold your tongues. It's as simple as that. I shall return to the council meeting and conclude our business. When we're finished, I expect you and Naryu to both be gone. That is all, Outlander.
Oh boy. Why are you on the column, lady?
I'm not sure about this. It's a generous offer, but those are some big secrets to sweep under a rug. Besides, Veya isn't dead. At least not yet. She's still breathing.
How is that a problem?
The High Counselor thinks we killed her. The deal hinges upon all of us forgetting this sorry mess ever happened. Besides, once Veya regains her senses, there's every likelihood that she'll try to kill the counselors again.
You don't think you can convince her to go along with this?
When have I ever been able to convince Veya to do anything she didn't want to do? There's Redoran blood on Veya's hands. Once the Morag Tong ties those unauthorized murders to her, she's as good as dead anyway. And, more than likely, so am I.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to kill her. How do you want to handle this?
I don't see many options. We can either finish off Veya now, and go along with the High Counselor's deception, or we slip out of here with Veya and send her far, far away.
Oh boy.
She broke her vows and deserves to die. I know that, but it still feels wrong.
But she killed her father, she killed a bunch of soldiers. Oh my god. She deserves a second chance?
You're right. If anyone's to blame for all this, it's me. I wasn't a good enough mentor. If for no other reason, Veya deserves a second chance. Look, you need to leave. We'll meet back in Bomra. And Hero. Thanks.
I wonder what that's gonna do.
Go on. I'll get her out of here before the council notices and meet you in Bormera.
Okie dokie. Yeah, dun dun dun. What's next? Well, let's just ride. Well, that's what we're gonna say, is that the War Claws killed her dad. Yeah. They were kind of corrupt faction of mercenaries anyway. I don't know. I'm technically a mercenary, so it's hard to choose moral sides in this game. Look at that water, isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh, close to 5 a.m. Wow, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you have a good night, sleep well, and hope to see you again. Thanks for watching. Let's go in the cellar.
8 times have I told you not to stick your blade in your apprentice's Nayu. She'll live, but she can't stay here. Not after what she's done.
I've got that covered. Vea won't be staying in Vardenfell.
This goes against every protocol, but I couldn't let poor Vea bleed to death. I patched all the holes you people put in her, and she should recover given time.
Ashur did an outstanding job. For an assassin, he's got a gift for the healing arts. Vea's going to live. Now I just have to convince her to listen to me this time.
Doesn't our agreement with the High Counselor assume Vea died at the garrison?
And as far as she knows, she did. Now Vea needs to disappear. Otherwise, both Redrin and the Morag Tongue will go after her. Believe me, nobody survives that kind of attention. Vea didn't ask for everything that happened. She only wanted justice.
How is Vea gonna disappear?
I've arranged for a ship captain I know to meet us in Vivec City. From there, Vea will sail to Somerset and rendezvous with an associate of mine. He's kind of furry and a bit of an arse, but he's good people. He'll take care of Vea.
What's gonna happen to you?
As long as everyone sticks to the bargain, I go about my usual business. A writ here, a nice bath there, maybe a few intimate encounters along the way to relieve the tension, you understand? I just hope Vea's good with all this. She has to be.
Well, take care of yourself, Naryu.
Always, hero. Oh, hey, I want you to have this. Something to remember me by until we meet again. I hope you don't leave here with the impression that all dark elves are conniving dirtbags. Some of us are also kind of sexy. Like me, for instance.
Wow. I wish that axe was a bow. Morag Tong face tattoo. And a body tattoo.
Naru. What happened?
Quiet, Vea. Rest now. We can talk later.
I guess it went straight. Wow, I really leveled up a bunch of stuff. Okay. Bond with nature. Savage beast. Magica recovery. I use 3 abilities that use Magica right now, but I don't know that I should put anything in this or not. I only have 2 pieces equipped. I don't know. I don't know how to fully spend my points. I just always save some, just in case something looks interesting later. Well, it's about that time of night. It's midnight, and I'm at a good stopping place, I think, since I just finished that quest line. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks everybody for watching. I really enjoyed hanging out with you, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Same time, around 9 or 10 p.m. Probably more of this. So if you like it, give me a follow if you haven't already, and you'll know when I go live. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Bye.